Oh, you caught me reading my encyclopedia. I'm Will, and join me as we take a journey through our favorite webhead's animation iterations. Spider-Man has had a total of 9 main animated versions. We won't be counting any shows where he is not the main character, any guest appearances, references, or video games. Because believe it or not, video games are a form of animation. Note, you may see some bias here, as I did grow up in a particular period, and I don't know everything about every show, so I'll just give you the basic rundown. So let's get to it. We start off in the swinging year of 1967 with the original Spider-Man. You can't forget the hyphen.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
This is the first official on-screen debut of Spider-Man in his very own animated show with the classic Ditko design. This is where the Villain of the Week format begins, with each episode focusing on a villain. Even J. Jonah Jameson is a recurring villain in the show, with occasional crossover villains from the X-Men and some cameos here and there. With the show having 3 seasons and a total of 20, 19, and 13 episodes respectively for those seasons. Next, we have the 1981 Spider-Man. Gotta keep that hyphen going.
Spider-Man!
This had a brand new opening, not as good as the previous one in my opinion, but it displays better animation and keeps that classic Ditko design as previously mentioned. With smoother and better animation for the time, this show with each episode themes itself after a Villain of the Week style up until episode 9, where they transition it into a broader story and start to bring in all the villains together. It only aired 1 season with a total of 26 episodes, with its last being aired on March 1982. Now we have the 1981 Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends, Iceman and Firestar.
Wait, what's going on here? We have 2 Spider-Man shows in 1981? Yes, that's right. The same exact year, right down to the date, this show aired to much better fanfare as Spider-Man teamed up with Iceman from the X-Men and the very new to the scene, Firestarter. This had all 3 characters attend college and balance the double lives they all live with. 1981 was a crazy year for Spider-Man, but not because of the drugs. 1994 gives us my favorite interpretation of the webhead, which lasted 5 seasons up until 1998. Spider-Man was a reboot of the web slinger, as the previous interpretations basically were the same character with identical designs, except this Peter Parker is much more fleshed out along with his alter ego Spider-Man. This show boasts better animation, bringing in 3D objects for the first time in a Spider-Man show within the 2D world, a whole host of villains and reimagined arcs from the comics, crossovers you couldn't imagine. We even get an early interpretation of the Spider-Verse, and here we see for the first time Madam Web, who is voiced by none other than the late Joan Lee, who is the wife of the late Stan Lee. If you thought Iceman and Firestarter crossing over with Spider-Man was insane, step aside. We've got the Punisher, Daredevil, Iron Man, War Machine, Blade, Captain America and the 6 American Warriors, all of the X-Men. Iceman and Firestarter can step aside as, all of the X-Men. No one really cares about Iceman at that point. That's not even to say about all the villains in the show. They span across the entire series of Spider-Man, and yet we still get the best iteration of Venom to date. And the opening. Oh my God, that sweet, sweet opening. 1999, when yours truly was born. Next up, we have Spider-Man Unlimited. Which aired in 1999, and there's not much I could say. It's basically Marvel's answer to Batman Beyond, putting the same Spider-Man from the 1994 into the future. It's not necessarily a bad show, but it does not live up to the 1994 iteration. Only lasted one season, with not as impressive design and animation. It was bound to fail after the monster it just followed. Here's one not many have heard of. It's the 2003 MTV, yes, you heard me, MTV Spider-Man the New Animated Series. It ran about 13 episodes. The show was made to knit the Sam Raimi movies together, but the characters look nothing like the movie counterparts and really have no relation to them, as the showrunners did whatever they wanted to do. The show only lasted one season, boasting 3D animations for everything and some interesting versions of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery in it. It mostly went under the radar, and it was pretty okay. Now we lead to what was on the verge of greatness. The 2008 Spectacular Spider-Man, running 2 seasons with a total of 26 episodes. This show brought back the catchy opening, an amazing rogues gallery, and one of the best interpretations of the Sinister Six. This show not only brings a huge roster of Spider-Man's rogues, but it also focuses a lot on Peter's actual life and how badly he is affected by his Spidey counterpart. For instance, Eddie Brock is there from the start of the show, and you see their bond and how Peter's relationship is affected by Eddie's long before he ever becomes Venom. And that goes for all his rogues gallery. This could have gone on to air more episodes until Disney bought Marvel, and that put the distribution rights of Spider-Man into a frenzy. But this is still a show you don't want to miss. Now we come to the start of the Disney run on animated Spider-Man with 2012's Ultimate Spider-Man. Which ran 4 seasons on Disney XD with a total of 104 episodes, which is nothing to scoff at, as this show starts off very shaky with its animation and soon finds its footing to become a surprisingly good show. This starred Drake Bell in the leading role and took a more Agent Spider-Man Defenders approach, as he led a new team of heroes consisting of Iron Fist, White Tigress, and Luke Cage. They, of course, were all made to be high schoolers, and that was to catch a younger audience. The show dives deeper into a S.H.I.E.L.D. version of Spider-Man, where he really shines as a leader, and that gives the show a change to have one of the largest casts of characters and rogues in any Spider-Man show. Now, to the dark times. Marvel's Spider-Man. In case you forgot, he is a Marvel character, and less said about this, the better. 2 seasons so far, going on its 3rd. It had some cool concepts with introducing Miles and Spider-Gwen into the same universe as Peter Parker, which is a nice touch. It has meh animation, and it doesn't really pick up until later on in the show. With some choppy animation in the early episodes and an interesting but jarring theme of science and basing his rise to Spider-Man on the scientific theory. The show does have some interesting ideas. The execution is where it mostly fails. It definitely wants to be more, but the animation quality, the lack of movement in the backgrounds, and the shortcuts make this show a hard sell. Just to quickly swing by to 2021, kids on Disney Plus are getting a Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which appeal to a much younger audience. Forgetting the hyphen was their first mistake. And I just want to give a quick mention to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, animated movie from 2018, made from Sony's animation studio, and their upcoming sequel in 2022. I've been Will, and this has been our run through animation history. If you thought Iceman and fart, I was gonna say fart starter.
What's up, guys? My name is Bradley Mateo, and for my favorite Pixar movie, there's so many good ones. I think I'm just gonna have to go with Monsters Inc. I know I quote Monsters Inc. like all the time. Like I just randomly just scream like in my room like 2319, you know. So like I think it has to be that just for the nostalgia purposes, and plus it's a really good movie.
All right, so my favorite Pixar movie. Like honestly, for most people, it's pretty hard to be able to say what their personal favorite one is. Like honestly, mine was kind of between Coco and Up, just because like they both are their own like really interesting movie, and they're a lot like they are very fascinating. But I think probably if I have to choose between those two, I guess I'll go with Up, because mostly because of the fact that like that one was kind of one of the ones that that was really the one that really showed that Pixar shows that they could do a lot more mature content than in the prior ones. But even though like, yes, arguably there are mature content in Toy Story and stuff like that, it wasn't nearly as refined as in, well, Up, where they brought up the heavy subject and still was like, hey, this is a thing, and still was able to make it for both kids and adults in their own way. So I feel like that's why I say that one is probably my favorite Pixar movie.
Well, hello there. I'm Nolan, and definitively the best Pixar movie is The Incredibles. I have no real reason why. It's probably like the first one I remember watching, but like still, it just like holds up really well. I don't know, like the humor is still there, like it has like action, which is the thing that Pixar doesn't do too often, and it's just very fun. It's like a good family movie, it's a good action movie, it's a good Pixar movie. It just kind of has like a little bit of everything. I don't know. I hesitate to say perfect, but I'd say it's a perfect movie. I have no real complaints with it, and I think it's really good.
Welcome back to another episode of Press Start. My name is William Torres. Oh wait, this isn't Press Start. It's Animation Nation. Great show. My favorite Pixar movie is definitely Coco. Now, I love The Incredibles. Up hits me in the feels every time. WALL-E, amazing movie. But Coco just like overall gets me. It's like, oh yeah, family. It dives deep into like learning to love your family and them learning to like accept your growth and the things you want to do. Because like I grew up in a family where my dad was very supportive of things I wanted to do, and I know not a lot of families are like that. But the animation, just like the setting of Day of the Dead, and the music, because Pixar doesn't do a lot of like musicals. And while Coco isn't exactly a musical, it finds a way to like naturally tie in the music to the movie and how it's significant to him learning who his grandfather or his great-grandfather is, and how that'll eventually come to save his life and his life in the afterlife with him reuniting with his like daughter. So ending always gets me. it hits hard, and yeah, that's why I think Coco is the best Pixar movie so far.
Also, the soundtrack for The Incredibles is like fire.
Hello and welcome back to Animation Nation. Today we'll be doing a bracket list or bracket list debate for anime. I'm Josh.
I'm Brad. Hello. How you doing?
Howdy, I'm Rodney. What's good?
All right, well, let's get right into it.
Okay.
Wait, so it's the original?
Yeah, it's the
right?
original Naruto.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
I'm
look,
gonna be real biased right now.
Me too.
Naruto
Yeah.
was my childhood,
I'm sorry.
but Attack on Titan is so good. It's so good.
It's very good, especially the fourth season right now. Well, like we're not gonna talk
Yes.
into it because he's behind. But
Yes,
but it's very good. And I remember season 1 of Attack on Titan when people were like, oh, Attack on Titan's cool, but it lacks story. Where are those people now?
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
like, and
They're
they're starting to
real
get back
quiet.
into it, like,
Real quiet. But I'm gonna have to say Naruto because, like you said, I'm very biased. It's literally my favorite anime of all time.
I can't say it's my favorite anime, but I grew up watching anime, watching Naruto.
I am
Like
gonna-
that's my childhood.
I am gonna have to hate on both of y'all because, as you know, Brett, I hated the original Naruto. well, the first time I watched it, I hated it. And the second time I watched it, I was just like, it's alright, it's good.
Oh my god.
Because I'm
an
more of a
aneurysm.
Shippuden dude. Shippuden was fire to me. But regular Naruto, every time that man said believe it, he's like, you bastard!
okay.
Believe it.
Okay,
I'm come on, man.
hold on.
Every time he said, I swear to God, yo, rip them out.
I
No, I'm tired of it.
know. I
his
understand.
catchphrase.
I know. I understand.
I liked it.
No.
I-
You know,
no.
there's sorry. There's catchphrases, but that's just annoying.
No,
So,
I
I'm
get
sorry.
you, but to say you hated the original Naruto, it's so good. Besides that, like Neji versus the Sound 5 ninjas, right? Actually, that whole arc was flames.
Can we just? No. You don't even need that. Let's just list one fight. Lee versus Gaara. There you go. That's all you need That's all you need.
That was the first time I cried in the anime, man. Because
well,
like in the
I can't
hospital, when he's like, I can never be a ninja again. Oh, tears.
But Attack on Titan. All right. I'm gonna toss out. I'm gonna be a tiebreaker. It's really hard because I really like Attack on Titan, but Naruto was really part of my
It
childhood.
sounds like I lost. That's what it sounds
I'm gonna say
It's-
Attack on
it's
Titan.
2v1.
I'm gonna say Attack on Titan.
Plot twist.
I'm gonna say Attack on Titan.
Are we really gonna get rid of Naruto? Are we really gonna do that right now?
Oh my.
It hurts me, but
Attack on Titan just has carried through every single time. Like, just when you think it's not good, it comes back and it hits you hard again. Naruto, classic, part of my childhood. Watched it every single time. It was on Toonami.
Oh yeah.
Really did.
love it absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But Attack on Titan is also fantastic. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go with Attack on Titan.
Oh my goodness.
Just take my mic out. I'm done. Like I'm.
I have not watched either of these shows.
What?
I take it back. I've watched like the first couple of episodes of the original Full Metal Alchemist, but that's because I thought Brotherhood was a sequel to the original one. So I stopped watching it.
Wait, you're the producer of this show. You've never seen both of these shows?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Oh god. These shows are so good.
Okay. Let me go.
I know. I just haven't really taken the
I
time.
feel like I
You're-
know
you're
what
in
you're.
Norway.
I know what you're gonna pick, but I mean,
First
like actually, I don't even know what you're gonna pick because like I thought you were gonna pick Naruto because
I'm-
that's in your top 3.
Right now, because both of you, I go. I like the music.
Show wise, we're all picking Brotherhood
Yeah, probably.
because
All right. So there we go.
All right. Court adjourned.
I'm like
This is interesting.
I'm
Okay.
like 4 episodes into like the original JoJo. That's about it. So I don't know
I
which
guess
ones.
I'll be the deciding factor here because I've seen both. I think story-wise, Part 5 carries itself much better than Part 3 because Part 3 starts to kind of drag on a little bit.
Which is part 5.
Is that the left one?
Part 3 has is the left one. Part 5 is the right one.
Damn it, I want the left one to win.
Part 3 is Joe
he
Turturro.
looks, he looks cool looking.
Oh yeah, he definitely has the better protagonist, I think, between Juno and Jotaro. But if I'm talking about like story-wise and how it carries itself, and like there are deeper themes in Part 5 than there are in Part 3. So I'd have to go with Golden Wind. I'd say Part 5.
So Part 2, the one on the right?
No, that's Part 5.
Part 5, I mean?
Yes.
All
I'm saying Part
ingredients?
5.
I can't really agree because I never watched it.
I guess it was really a debate between myself and myself.
You know what? When you have to like look at those agreement in terms, do you really look at the agreements in terms? No, you just press accept, don't you?
Accept.
Oh, this is
Wait.
easy. This is easy.
Super
This
and
is
Z?
easy. Yeah.
Super and Z.
This is easy.
Z. This is
Do we have to discuss?
We don't got
It's
to.
Z.
Yeah, it's
It's
Z.
Z. Because Lula, you're defending it
Come
for a
on,
bit.
come on. You're right. Come on.
Come on. Do we have to say
No? Huh?
I hope you're joking.
Digimon?
You're joking.
All right,
that a joke?
let me defend myself.
He's
Let-
joking. He's joking.
Let
He's joking.
me defend myself.
Next.
Let me defend myself. Let me defend myself.
All right.
So I haven't finished Death Note. Don't kill me for that.
Wait. The last one will come off if, depending on how far. How far you.
Wait. Honest confession.
What?
I went to when the thing with L happened, and then I stopped.
Okay.
No,
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
How far are you?
Where are you at?
After the FBI agent.
Oh.
Wait, after the FBI?
Give me a episode.
Yeah.
His wife gets into the picture, and Light meets his wife.
Oh my! I can't. You're literally about to go to the best part of the show. This is your producer?
have seen all
This is the
of-
producer?
I have seen all of Devilman Crackberry.
Why?
It's 10 episodes. Like 10, 12.
Exactly, which makes it easy to watch.
But Devilman Cry.
That was like 2 seasons with like 24 episodes. Like,
Come on, man. No. You're like, yeah, I've seen all of it. Yeah, there's nothing there.
What do you mean there's nothing there? There's plenty there.
That show is Devilman Crybaby. I think that show is disgusting, really. Like, all them little monster joints, and then they be coming out the ladies, you know. I can't say it here, but their body parts, you know, is this.
Yes, that's the
It's
point.
not
That's
appealing
the
to watch.
point.
It's not
That's
appealing
the
to
point.
watch.
There's no-
And
there's-
even if it's not appealing to watch,
All right, I feel like I'm gonna be. I feel like
High School DxD versus
High School of the Dead.
High School.
High School Dead. I've never
okay,
seen that show.
okay.
So
I haven't seen either, so.
All right. Let me.
I know what
Screw-
High School DxD is, though.
Screw this. So when I was first starting out on anime, this man did not tell me what High School DxD was. Okay, he
Why
told me.
was that the first thing you introduced him?
So, no, it's not the first thing they introduced. This
It
is
was
like
like
2
tough.
years. This is like 2 years into when I was first getting into
Like
anime.
it's 15th and
Right.
you know. It was
So
seasons.
all he told me, I need this camera to look me right in my eyes. All this man told me was that it's funny. And I said, all right, bet.
It is
So
funny.
freshman
Well,
year, I was sitting in my
I mean,
dorm.
there's a lot more to it than funny.
Right,
carry on.
I was
Rodney.
sitting in my dorm, and I had it on my 40-inch. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this show. Had it on full blast. 2 minutes in, not 2 minutes in.
I'm so sorry.
Straight anime,
No, you can't say man.
You just said it.
and my roommate comes in. Looks me dead in my eyes with the most disgusting look on his face. That being said, I'm so true to High School
Why
DxD.
did you tell him?
That being said, I'm so true to High School DxD.
no,
I
I'm
know
so
you're gonna
sorry.
choose High School
But
DxD.
High School Dead was really good. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't seen
I
it.
ain't gonna hold you. It was good. Thank you, Nick. But it was good. But yeah, and they're never gonna make another second season. I'm pretty sure the manga.
High School
artist
DxD,
died.
I think, had its
He
recent-
died.
Damn,
Yeah, so
rest in peace.
I'm saying High School DxD
I think it had a
with my son,
season recently.
with
didn't
my
it?
son,
Like last
with
year?
the man Issei the Goon himself.
The show is really funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I haven't had like a decent choice.
Oh my,
this
what are
entire
these
time.
choices?
Is that Konosuba?
That is Konosuba.
Yes.
Prison School was hilarious though.
But prison school is just hilarious.
It is hilarious.
That is-
But Konosuba is also hilarious, man. Like when they're doing like the whole Megumin scene where she's like explosion, and then like my man I forgot his name. Wow. But he had to like carry it back and whatnot. I love the whole show.
They both tread some very, they toe a line sometimes.
A line. That line.
I'm gonna say Prison School personally.
Prison School?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm choosing Konosuba.
I've seen more Prison School, I think, than I've seen of Konosuba. So.
I recently just watched Konosuba and
Recent bias.
No.
Recent bias.
Trust. I like Prison School too, but I'm gonna say Konosuba because I think the show was funnier than Prison School.
Wait, so 2 Prison School, 2...
No, two Konosubas.
2 Konosuba?
Yeah.
Darn, my input has not been considered.
Because you don't watch everything. That's why.
Oh, this is easy. Mob.
Oh yeah, this season.
Mob.
I've seen Dead Man Wonderland. I've seen like 1 episode of Ancient
You guys
Magus
are gonna hate
Bride.
me.
So.
I've never seen any of these shows.
You're not missing much.
I mean, no, I've heard Ancient Magus Bride is pretty good. Dead Man Wonderland, it could be good if it got another season, but it hasn't got another season, which I'm annoyed.
And you know it's not gonna get another season.
Probably not now.
I am gonna say the Ancient Magnus Bride because Dead Man Wonderland I think was trash, to be honest.
I
think
it was
it's
good.
overhyped.
I thought it was good, and then the opening. The opening's good. It's really good.
Look, you see this? That's
a myth. That's a myth. That's a myth.
That's the good hand. This is
That looks like a myth.
That's the oh, can I get a hug? That's when you gotta ask for it, right? That's the
What about my hug?
okay, what about my hug? Exactly. That's that.
Final decisions.
I'm saying
I'm gonna say
Magnus Bride.
Dead Man Wonderland because I haven't watched Ancient Magus Bride.
Why y'all put me tiebreaker?
You're a tiebreaker, Brad. Have you watched anything of anything? Anyone?
First of all, I haven't even heard of the
Alright, which one sound-
of the Ancient
Alright,
Magnus Bride. I haven't
Alright,
heard.
Nick,
Nick, I'm gonna let you pick.
No. I have an idea because we'll do the same thing that I did when I was breaking the tie.
How about this?
between you two.
Give me a sense-
Which one is the one that you just out of what you see out of here? Which one do you think is the more interesting one? Just take me a name and what you see.
Which would you watch?
Which one do you
that's
think would
good.
be more interesting to watch first? Which would you watch first?
The guy with the skull on his head.
Yeah, I had a feeling you would choose that one.
That's what it is.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bobo Yu-Gi-Oh! Bobo is a hilarious show.
Bobo is hilarious.
It's absolutely hilarious.
That's a funny
By the
show.
way, I'm just watching this now. I'm realizing that the guy who does Bobo is the same guy who does Old Joseph. I did not realize that. But either way, I'm choosing Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's just the classic. And to this day, I'm still a bit of a nerd for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that show. So
I think that the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was,
Heat.
Was heat. But then I feel like as it got on,
Like GX and all them.
I like
think
GX.
We never got into it. I don't know.
No, wait, listen. We're only talking about the original.
okay. Oh,
Hey.
that- Yu-Gi-Oh! was dope, man.
All I'm saying is I came to school like not only with my Yu-Gi-Oh deck but with the whole like that thing.
You never had one of those.
Like
but
that. So
That's my phone. I
that's something recording.
I'd like to
Not watching
apologize.
anime. But yeah, I'm choosing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ooh. Is that okay? Overlord or Goblin Slayer?
Oh, this one's a good one.
Damn.
So harshly right now.
You know that first.
All right, hey, you haven't finished Goblin Slayer. I don't want to hear
That
it.
first
Goblin Slayer's all like 12 episodes.
the first episode of Goblin Slayer. was
Currently,
wild.
yes. But
Wow.
it has a movie too.
Warning: if you're gonna watch Goblin Slayer, that first episode
Watch it in the
is-
closet. There you go.
Not even watching it in the
All
closet.
right,
It's trigger warning.
Fine. Okay.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna look right at the camera.
I was gonna say
So this is our wonderful producer who's coming in to put in his own.
breaking the fourth wall.
Okay, so I watched Goblin Slayer. I did not know about that first episode.
I don't think a lot of
I
people
kind of
did.
did
A lot of
watch.
people didn't.
Neither
Because
did
I
we.
was like, they said, oh, it's Doomslayer in fantasy. Okay, cool. I'm gonna watch.
Right.
I'm at work
Yep.
Oh my.
Oh lord.
Not at
in
work.
the Delaney office.
Oh man.
You got fired.
There were whole windows around,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fired.
and then that scene happened.
Yep, you're fired.
Do you know?
I imagine it
how
was one of those things like you
quickly
just.
I shut my laptop. No, shoot. It wasn't even my laptop. I was watching it on the main computer.
Oh no.
Do you know how quickly I shut off that whole program?
Man, we didn't talk about Overlord.
So
Yeah, Overlord's a fantastic show. I think it's like the
I
best
didn't
like
finish
isekai
Yeah,
show.
you think it's the best?
the best isekai.
Yeah. I think it's one of the. Well, no, all right, that and probably like Shield Hero, I think, are two
Shield
of
Hero's
my
good.
two
Shield Hero is good,
favorites.
but I can name like
Well,
three
I can name-
isekais
yeah.
better than that.
What are your favorites?
Sword Art, Konosuba.
The time I re-
See, some people don't consider.
the time I reincarnated as a slime.
That's a good one. Some people don't consider Sword Art an isekai.
But how it is.
I don't know. Like I consider it, but.
All right, verdict.
I've only seen 12 episodes of Overlord so far, but based on those 12 episodes, it's still, in my opinion, better than Goblin Slayer.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
Because Goblin Slayer is a much different feel of like most anime. Like it's
Trust me.
literally a complete side story.
Trust me,
compared to like the rest of the story. Like,
I bangs with Goblin Slayer, but after the first episode, not that like I wanted to stay at that level, but it dropped off a lot.
yeah,
Because
there
you
was
were-
that
you
one
were
scene when he
He fought the big one, the really big one, and he punched out its eye. That was probably one of the best scenes of the season.
But I would say Overlord.
I think
You know what? Yeah.
Overlord carries itself a little bit better than Goblin Slayer because
Are you
the
doing?
is better, I think, and it still carries the hype throughout the show.
What's his name? Aizo Gon?
Ainzo
Aizo. That's
Gon.
yeah. I love him.
Aiz.
So Overlord?
I'm agree with you. I'm gonna say Overlord.
Alright.
Ah, this is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
Are we serious?
Yeah,
Assassination
gonna hurt.
Classroom though.
I love Assassination.
I binged that
I-
whole show within like 2 weeks.
First of all, you
That's
didn't.
saying something because you don't watch nothing. That's saying something.
First of all, you didn't even want to watch Assassination Classroom because he didn't like aliens. That's where you drew the line when it came to anime.
Assassination Classroom is definitely one of my favorite anime.
That's a good choice.
It's a good choice, but I swear to God, we already got rid of Naruto, which I feel like is
I
better
have not
than
finished
Shippuden.
Shippuden.
Oh, you're crazy. I'm sorry.
Where'd you leave off, man?
Oh, you didn't finish Shippuden.
No.
Where'd you leave off?
Shoot, when did I live off? Oh,
Don't
they're
make me take
all.
off the glasses.
Um,
Don't make me take off the glasses.
it's at like the beginning of the war arc. I know that they're all preparing for like the war. I can't remember specifically where. Oh no.
didn't put it down
They're on
there.
the.
Come on.
They're all on the island. I'm on another one of the dumb filler arcs.
Oh, he's on the filler before the war.
They're on the. They're
Okay,
all
I'm
on the
gonna
island.
I'm gonna put the glasses back on because that filler almost killed me too.
They're on the island with the animals, and the episode I stopped watching on was like Naruto had to talk to the dumb ninja ostrich. I hate that thing.
No, you know what filler.
No, I understand.
You know
That's
you know
why I
you know
stopped
what
watching,
filler
'cause I hit
almost
a
killed
filler
me.
arc
You know
again.
you know what filler almost killed me. You're gonna find out. There's a 10-10 filler. It's 10 episodes. 10
Straight garbage.
of 10-10. People say that Sakura's trash.
She is.
I hate 10-10 with every burning passion in me. She's a backpack, and that's all she will ever be.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Brad.
Shippuden.
I'm saying Shippuden.
I'm saying Shippuden.
I want to say Assassination Classroom, but I'm getting outvoted, so.
Shippuden.
What we looking
Death
at?
Parade and
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. I have not watched any Danganronpa. All right, so Death Parade though, can we just take a moment to appreciate Death Parade? Its opening alone, its opening is so good, and then the worst part is the opening is really upbeat and stuff. It's like it's really upbeat, and then you watch the show, it's like so depressing. It's a complete roller
Is it
coaster.
like
I just haven't seen the show. So.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah.
is that one?
Oh, I think Nick's about to bring it up.
Oh, he's playing it right now? Oh, appreciate you.
Oh, you gonna play the opening? I'll go by opening. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Doesn't matter. He's seen the first. I haven't seen any, and he hasn't
I'm already
seen any.
voting. I'm already voting with that parade.
All right, Death Parade it is.
Death Parade had a fire theme song, so.
That parade. Castlevania or Seven Deadly
Castlevania.
Sins?
Seventh.
Which season of Seven Deadly Sins we talking
You
about?
haven't watched you haven't watched Castlevania. It's a
1 and
good
2.
show. Like the second.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
I understand.
7 days.
Look, I understand season 3 the animation was.
Better. But
If you're saying strictly first and second season, and I'm still deducting points off the third season.
I'm going
Even if-
Castlevania.
I'm still deducting points.
the
but-
second, the ending of the second season, it goes from 1 to 100 so fast in Castlevania. Like, And then the ending of the first,
Castlevania was good.
the ending of the first
I can see
season,
it. That was good.
second season.
It's on
technically.
Netflix, right? It
Yeah,
is.
it's
I gotta
really
watch
good.
it.
You
I
should
gotta watch it.
Like Dracula, in the end, I'm not gonna spoil it because some people haven't watched it. I'm going Castlevania. Castlevania.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Josh,
I was going for 7 Deadly.
Josh, why you gotta talk me into it? Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Oh.
Amongst yourself.
Attack on Titan. I'm going Attack on Titan. All right, I've laid my claim. Attack on Titan.
Why?
Why?
Like
the heck you mean? Why?
Look. I understand
You
it's a
mean?
great show. I do. I really do.
Hey. Oh, all right. How about this though? Right, Attack on Titan. Right, it took 4 years to air the second season. Right.
That's
By
true,
that time, you know, the hype level was like up here, right? And then 4 years later, it's like here-ish.
Whoa.
It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good.
Whoa,
It's great.
it met up.
It's
It met
great.
up with the hype.
The thing is, like,
It's
Attack
good,
on
it's
Titan, if there's one thing I've learned, like, every time that the hype gets up and then you think, oh, it's kind of falling down, and
They
then
met it.
something
Nah,
shoots
they
it
met
right
it.
back
They met
up, and then it keeps going, it keeps going.
But what I'm saying is, Full Metal. I don't care what what anyone says. Full Metal had me like it was like one of those few shows where I couldn't really predict what was gonna happen next or something like that.
But Attack on Titan's like the same way.
I guess, but I have more fun memories of
Like,
Full Metal.
every turn
Full
Attack on
Metal.
Titan.
Full Metal. I'm saying it.
I'm so sorry. I love Attack on Titan.
Attack
My
on
God.
Titan.
Yo, Sasage, you know, like all that. Like I love it. I know.
I'm
so
sorry.
good.
The national anthem. I know.
Oh, come on.
Z, come on, man. Pokemon.
I feel like
I said it. I don't care.
Bradley, give me an Air 5 Pokemon.
COVID.
I'm not gonna have a choice in this.
Konosuba.
Really?
I've seen Konosuba. I haven't seen much of DxD, so I'm gonna say DxD.
Watch it in a
Konosuba.
closet. In a closet.
I know.
You say I'm sorry. I'm voting you. I'm voting High School DxD, but
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's easy.
Shippuden.
All right, Shippuden.
Oh, I know you weren't gonna fight that.
You saw the hesitation?
You tried voting. You
saw the
tried voting for
hesitation?
Overlord earlier, didn't you?
Who?
You.
Against what?
Goblin Slayer.
That's two different. You talk about two different ranks.
That's true.
That's two different ranks.
That's true.
All right, fine. Shippuden. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
All right.
Oh, and the plot thickens.
Oh man.
And the plot.
I haven't
thickens.
seen Brotherhood. I can only go off of what I know. I've seen a little bit of Brotherhood. I can't say I haven't seen any of it. But I can only go off of what I really know. I know Z, and Z is, no matter what you say, it is a classic, and it has built what we know of shonen anime to this day. I'm going with Z.
It's true. There's just more iconic moments in Z. Like I could literally quote stuff from Dragon Ball Z way more than Brotherhood and just.
God damn it.
God damn it. Z. That hurt.
That hurt.
Oh, that hurt. Konosuba. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Look, listen. I love
Really?
Pokemon. I really do. I love Pokemon,
I'm
but
shocked.
Pokemon is too high up.
Pokemon.
You just don't want it to go up against Dragon Ball, don't you?
I'll just pick in Dragon Ball, like regardless.
Pokemon is. I'm still going with Pokemon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brad.
I know.
Pokemon is classic, but
I know we talking about.
I prefer Konosuba.
Yeah, I know we talking based off the show, but as a franchise, as itself, the juggernaut that it is,
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
The amount of pressure it has on my wallet.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm sorry.
Because you know,
I'm throwing my wallet in. I'm sorry.
you know damn well when Pokemon Go came out, and we spent the literally $500 just getting Pokeballs and incubators and stuff like that. It's not fair.
Wait, like actual money?
Yes, actual money.
Real money.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
I'm judging partially, but
God, Pokemon.
Let's go.
God damn it.
That's how
You put the wallet?
Yeah,
You put the wallet?
Yeah. I threw the wallet.
Wow.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Get out of here.
Mom psycho.
Yu-Gi-Oh's the classic.
Classic, yes.
Yes.
Better than Mob? No.
The characters in Yu-Gi-Oh, Kaiba. I don't think you guys understand, just know Kaiba. Have you guys just watched scenes of him, of Kaiba alone?
Yes.
Yes. He makes that character, that show itself, and then you got the fantastic villains like Merrick, and then
it's
you got
dope.
Korra.
It's dope. I love the show.
It's dope.
Yeah.
It's not Mob. Though.
It's not Mob.
It's not Mob.
It's
though.
not Mob.
Alright, I feel like
And
I'm
which
not winning
season of
this.
Mob we talking about? Season 1 or
Both, either way,
Both?
like, even if it's season one,
Yeah,
I'm
we talking about both.
still
I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh
sorry.
is the
I'm
classic.
sorry.
It is a classic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. New school wins. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mob Psycho. Shippuden.
I'm not winning this. It's like 1400.
Z.
See?
No, my wallet.
Shippuden.
Don't tell me. Is it?
Of course it is. Of course it is. I mean,
course it
I
I
mean,
mean,
it was gonna be Pokemon and Dragon Ball, but I guess this works.
I mean, like, did you
I mean,
honestly?
it was inevitable. I
Yeah.
guess.
Did you
It
honestly
was
expect
inevitable.
anything else? Come on, son.
It was inevitable.
Or you put two goats
Z.
on the list. You put two goats.
See, I would
Shippuden,
put.
Shippuden, man.
Which one you said?
I said Z. I would put.
Oh, you're leaving it up to me.
I would have a harder choice if it was the original Naruto versus Z, because both of those are like huge parts
Y'all
of my
voted it
childhood.
out.
I know.
Yeah, we did.
But
Bastards.
this is Z versus Shippuden. Z has been a bigger part of my life than Shippuden, admittedly. So I gotta go Z.
You know, I will be saying. I gotta go based off the filler or all the fillers, all the whack fillers in Shippuden. Especially during where he is right there, because that was soul breaking. And the 10 of 10-10, that's soul breaking.
The worst part is you had to go
That's
through filler.
soul-breaking.
You had to go through filler on the way up to the island, and then there's a little bit of the main story for like 10 episodes, and then you get hit with filler again. I'm like, didn't we just go?
No.
It's the filler.
No,
I'm sorry,
and I get that, I really do. But there's no show, and I'm talking. There's no show.
You gotta make your case right now.
Look, I'm making it. There's no show that has ever made me feel the way Naruto has made me feel. Like in both things, I've cried in Naruto and in Shippuden more times than I ever cried in watching any other show. Gaara, Itachi, some other people. I'm not gonna get into it because he hasn't finished it. But like just for that alone, I'm choosing.
But I bet
Naruto.
I bet you could probably name off more fights and scenes that happen in Z than you probably could Shippuden.
No.
Z has. Let's be honest.
It's about the same. I feel like it's about the
You
same.
could probably quote Z and remember in more detail fights from Z than you could from
This is true.
Shippuden. Not saying that there aren't good fights in Shippuden, because there are. Sasuke versus Itachi, fantastic fight.
Brad, let me ask you one question.
What's up?
Give me a memorable line. Do you know any memorable lines from Shippuden that is not like believe it or like something?
From Shippuden?
Yeah, give me a memorable line. Can you remember any of this? And you hear that silence.
Shippuden? That's not fair.
The most legendary one. The one everyone knows. Pain's entire speech.
The world shall know pain.
Cycle of hatred, yes, but let's see.
But now do the same for Dragon Ball Z. How many iconic lines are in there?
Yes, okay, and I understand that, but come on, you really gonna put Dragon Ball Z? They made
Free-
Gohan into
see.
Saiyan Man. You gonna forgive him for that? You
No,
gonna forgive
but
him for
then
that?
they made
Saiyan Man.
Then they made
Right,
Gohan
the
into
Saiyan
Ultimate
Man.
Gohan, who beat the mess out of Super Buu.
Give me Air 5.
Make sense of Ultimate Gohan. Like how does that power even make sense?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
his complete release power. It doesn't matter. He kicked the mess out of
You're telling me no.
So cool.
Look, right. Look. Either way, the Saiyan arc is still better than all the fillers in Naruto combined.
The
All
thing
of
is,
them.
that might
And
be
I said it.
that
yeah.
might be somewhat filler. The Saiyan arc might be somewhat filler, but it leads right into the next into the main part, and it didn't even last that long. It was like Sandman, and it was basically a main. It literally like directed itself. It's in there.
It's a little detour.
Detour. Yeah.
Naruto went like this.
That's like that's like
Naruto went like that.
if there's a road like Sandman arc. Here's the road. Sandman arc.
You see
Naruto.
You see that?
And then you come back out again, and then you come back in. Like, the filler.
You're really gonna listen to him? He hasn't seen
I've
Cowboy
still
Bebop.
seen Shippuden. It's not like I haven't seen anything.
I'm going with Shippuden, man.
Z.
And I'm saying Z.
Y'all break my heart.